Madassa had a very good series in Australia this summer. Hits the tyre power strike rate from the bowling side of things.
Deflection, just beats the wicketkeeper and races around to the boundary. And leg buys, not the thigh pad.
Well, this is the sort of ground where you've got to have your fine leg pretty fine. Very short boundary, just clipped the outside thigh and gave fine leg no chance whatsoever.
Third slip and the wide gully. And there it goes to him, and he's got him straight to Greenwich. And that worked out well for the West Indian skipper. Good cricket. The first wicket falls at 16.
Well, great captaincy, and we just showed you where he shifted him from. And Mansur obliging with a catch. Straight to Gordon Greenwich. It had to be taken. It flew off the edge. He just had to move to his right. And first blood to Michael Holding in the West Indies. So Mansur Akhtar, he's out. Caught Greenwich, bowled Holding for 4, and Pakistan 1 for 16.
Balls are wide.
A little frustrating for the West Indies bowlers.
In the air and safe. Struck that well, racing out to the square leg boundary. Richard giving chase, but doesn't make it, and that's encouragement from Madassa on the Pakistan side. The first boundary coming in the 10th over.
A very short boundary there, and the indications from that shot, Bill, is that Pakistan will certainly need a total of 200, 230 today, as that ball went to the boundary.
In terms of the tactical side of the game.
What a good ball. Swing and movement off the seam.
I saw here having a little bit of a nightmare. Gone and made 80.
He'll have to run quickly here. And he's not running too freely. There's a definite limp there now.
He's pretty well protected with chest pads and thigh pads and what have you.
Safely away for 4. The Pakistan batsmen realise the urgency now, and they're pushing it along. 1 for 39.
Zahir's gone after him. It's over the boundary, I think. Yes, just into the pickets, and it's gone for 6. Thick top edge. He didn't get hold of it as he wanted, but nevertheless he gets a 6.
What an extraordinary stroke. How often does one see a 6 struck over the top of extra cover? But that's precisely what happened, with Zahir moving down the wicket, moving inside the line of the ball, hitting it not cleanly but with the thick top edge and clipping it right over extra cover.
He's gone again, someone under it, this time Lloyd. Difficult catch for him, and he just takes it. Juggling act by Lloyd. Zahir's gone. Caught Lloyd, Bull Richards. 2 for 57.
Cool, calculating customer Clive Lloyd is. Because as he goes for this catch, you can almost see the thought process is ticking over. I must follow it. I must really get that ball into my hands, and whilst he fumbles it, he still pushes it up and coolly plucks it in. A game to bowl medium paces with all the assurance in the world.
Well, this is a chance for a run out here. Richards knocks the stumps down with his boot and is annoyed. The return came to him at that bowler's end. He really should have been behind the stumps rather than in front.
This really was a terribly casual piece of cricket, because the return was not all that bad. Richards there, almost negligent in failing to get behind the stumps, and
that's a good shot. That's 4. Square cut, beautifully played all the way to the boundary. So that's a fine shot by Javed. The two batsmen discussing tactics. Javed Miandad has done a magnificent job here for Pakistan. He's come out. The match was seemingly just drifting along with no real purpose in the Pakistan batting. The West Indies were well on to the approach and the attitude of his team. He's got 18 off 24 deliveries. He's encouraged Mudasa to run for almost everything. The West Indies fielding has become a little bit shabby. They've panicked a little bit. And now Pakistan have 2 for 97.
The reintroduction into the attack of Andy Roberts,
who is now hoiked over mid-on into the boundary. It goes for 4, and that brings up the 100 in the most emphatic fashion.
appreciated by this good crowd here, raising his total to 22 by virtue of this ball whipped from outside the off stump. Roberts giving Meander, brought 4 down through third man.
There's an appeal, and he's gone. A bit of football there by Andy Roberts. Scored for the West Indies, and eventually the short singles have proved the undoing of Mudasa.
Well, my word, Andy Roberts, on the evidence of this little piece of footwork, could play in the World Cup next year. A direct shot finds the top corner of the net from the stumps, and Mudasa is out. Brilliant run out, 3 for 101.
It was just come in. Imran has got 1, and he's now got 2. In fact, he's got more than that. Bad bit of fielding down there by Andy Roberts. Should just have been the single. Look at that glare from Richards. Has a few words to mutter to himself about his fellow Antiguan Andy Roberts, and well he might, because that was a bad bit of fielding. 4 runs to Imran, 3 for 109, and now for continuation of commentary, Tony Gregg with Keith Stackpole.
Thank you, Tony. Richards bowling to Imps.
Andy Roberts, Meander on 25. Imran up, the non-striker, 6.
To the end, he's gone. Well, that's a big blow to Pakistan. He's hit that straight to Clive Lloyd, who was fielding at point there. That's good bowling by Andy Roberts. He deserved that. He's really charged in, and a big blow there. The Pakistan captain, Javed Miandad, on his way back to the pavilion.
Andy Roberts really bending the back and presenting Clive Lloyd with his second catch. Neither have been taken cleanly. Both ended up sticking. So Javed Miandad, unfortunately on his way back for Pakistan, out for 25, and it strikes Tony 4 for 111. The left-hander, Wasim Raja, into the crease. Full of that wicket, Javed Miandad caught Clive Lloyd looking for the drive in the covers. Wasn't quite up to him. And Clive Lloyd just juggling it again. Not quite as much as the previous catch that he took out in the deep, but it certainly came out for air. Wasim Raja.
Well bowled by Roberts, and the youngsters to the big cheer there for all the young. Yes, well, that's the suspicious number. In England, 87 is the one out here, but in England it's 111. And just have a look at this delivery from Imran Khan, smashing it away on the offside there. Richards, the bowler, a single to Imran. As, in England they refer to 111 as Nelson. One eye. The Pakistanis can relax. Wasim Raja now on strike. He hasn't scored yet. He's still on a duck, and for those of you still confused about what a duck is, it's naught.
No. Only 16 overs remaining in this innings. Pakistan, so got to push on very quickly now. 112, they've got to push it up to around about 220 if they can.
Well played by Raja. Well, he's off the mark now. Single down to deep extra cover.
Innings, Pakistan this year. Imran Khan's been in good form the last couple of weeks.
That's nicely placed on the leg side there, and Desmond Haynes coming in very quickly, limiting the batsman to just a single. So 114 now on the board, 4 wickets down, and the Pakistanis did say they wanted to score around about 200.
Plenty of singles out there, but got to try and squeeze in a few boundaries somewhere along the line. There's plenty of room out in that outfield, particularly straight.
It's in the air, it's going down the ground, and it looks like a big one. It's a beauty. What a magnificent six that by Imran Khan. Elegantly placed and beautifully timed, straight down the ground for 6. 4 for 119.
Andy Roberts to his final over 2. 9 overs. Him 1 for 24 now. You can see those figures at the bottom. Richards 10 overs 1 for 52. Well, Pakistan had to try and take toll of his figures. When you look at those top ones up there, Michael Holding. How difficult the Pakistanis found it to get him away this morning. 5 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 3. So 2 bowlers to be bowled out after this, Holding and Garner.
It's in the air and going down to third man once again. Holding Fields, but on that occasion he was able to recover quick enough, and Imran Khan again to Wasim Raja this time. Runs down the leg side and off the pad, and flicking the leg of Raja, a little hobble down the pitch there. That might have missed his pad.
To the pad.
And so into order. He's got a bit of a problem with his leg there. They'll get 2 for this. It might be 4. Holding going very quickly, trying to stick the leg out, and the ball just beating him to the boundary. So that's a very useful 4, and Imran certainly coming into his own.
And what a nightmare time Michael Holding's having down that boundary. Imran Khan running it away wide, and
oh, he's hit that very hard. That'll be 4. It was in the air and didn't go far away from Gordon Greenidge at extra cover, so another 4 to Imran Khan. And that was a good over for Pakistan. 4 for 1, 4-4.
And now it's Mansoor Akhtar, the opening batsman, who's coming out.
With the runner. The runner's out there, and I remember going out to run for Gordon.
His bowlers this afternoon.
And he's dropped him. Well, that was an orthodox edge, and straight to Dujon. We've said he's had a bit of bother out there, and on that occasion he dropped that pretty straightforward catch.
And it was a straightforward catch, just sparring at it, went to his left. Dujon didn't move, his gloves moved, but his feet remained stationary. And
they're in as a runner, Mansoor, and well, what a good ball, and what a great shot, albeit slightly accidentally played there by Imran Khan off the face of the bat. The ball deflected way down to third man for 4.
A very safe shot, and an intended one. Just opening the face and running it fine. And nearly 6. Just 1 bounce and over the fence. So Imran Khan, very intelligent bowler, Joel Garner. He's coming up from that height, makes it even more so.
Oh, he's hit that, he's gone. Yes, Imran walking a half-hearted shot there, and that time Dujon making the catch. That was a very, very faint outside edge. Imran Khan didn't even wait for the umpire's decision. So that's a bit of a blow to Pakistan.
Well bowled by Joel Garner, just concentrating short of a length, and straight through to Dujon. He hasn't kept cleanly today, but he made no mistake with that one. And Imran Khan finds himself on the way back to the pavilion. New batsman, Ashraf Ali, number 2 wicket-keeper in Pakistan lineup in this game. Wasim Bari out with the injury. So the end of a great over from Joel Garner. Got the wicket of Imran Khan, 5 for 115. Let's have another look.
Great shot. Great shot way down the ground there. Beautifully timed by Majid.
That's what's needed. He's got the experience and the ability. But easy to hit Joel Garner straight. Picked it up nicely on the up and placed it to long on for 4. 160 for 5. Got up in the air. Dujon under this one. That's a tragedy for Pakistan, but well bowled, Michael Holding. That extra yard of pace. A wonderful summer with the ball. Dropped the vital wicket of Majid.
And he was certainly beaten for pace, because that bat was only 3 parts of the way through when the ball hit it. It was a question of the ball hitting the bat rather than the reverse. Majid is gone, and it's
Sarfraz. Scamper through for a week. Well, could be out, yes. Always on, Ashraf. Too slow. Well played, Joel Garner.
No football there, as Andy Roberts used to dismiss Madassa earlier, but a great long striding figure going down there to pick up the ball and hurl it into the stump's underarm. And in fact, to brush through with his hand. Good cricket, that. Not so. That's a good shot by Sarfraz. I'm not surprised Iqbal couldn't go for two with that last shot we showed you there. Turned his back to the ball and his bat in the wrong hand. Right, Sarfraz is away there for boundaries.
That's a good shot.
Well caught, nicely judged by Gordon Greenidge, limping a little, but made it in perfect safety.
Good catch. Iqbal got under that, and Greenidge, still limping slightly, kept his eye on the ball and judged perfection. 175 for 8. Still in the outfield.
The spin took it away from Joel Garner there. If he hits, he must be out. Sikandar, a single. Desmond Haynes, the fielder.
And once again, Greenidge backing up well. There was a chance of overthrows, and Greenidge come across from mid-off and backed up the throw from Haynes. Missed by all that much.
It's in the air, and what a good catch that is.
Sylvester Clark diving at mid-on, and the big man took a great catch, made it look easy diving forward. With bouncing him in the face, but he had a lot of courage. He dived and picked up the final wicket. So it's 9 for 177 with Wasm Raja retired hurt. Superb catch from a big fast bowler. So it's 9 for 177 in the 50th over. We'll be back with Richie Benaud in just a moment.